Hello front-end developers, Masood here with Useful Front-end Tools Part 3. If you're tired of bookmarking a separate website for every online tool, you're in luck. I want to show you a website that has 64 amazing tools all in one box. Let me share my screen.
The website name is 10015.io. First, I would like to mention that you can install the extension and access all of the tools with just one click. I've already installed it, and as you see, I have it right here. Tools are categorized into 7 categories. First section is text tools. Case Converter. By Case Converter, you can convert your text to uppercase, lowercase, title case, and sentence case. Lorem Ipsum Generator for generating Lorem Ipsum text. Letter Counter for counting letters, words, and sentences in a text even while you are typing. If you are writing a text which has letter or word limits, you can check your text easily with Letter Counter for your lower and upper limits. Text to Handwriting Converter. Converting text into handwriting and downloading them as image or PDF for different handwriting font types, ink colors, and papers. You can make your text look more unique with this tool. Multiple Whitespace Remover. It's a tool for removing all unwanted multiple whitespace and line breaks from a text. If you have a long text which includes many double or multiple white spaces, unwanted multiple line breaks, and untrimmed lines, this tool will make your life easier for you. Google Fonts Pathfinder. As you know, Google Fonts is one of the biggest free font libraries that serves more than 1,000 fonts. Since the number of fonts is huge, sometimes it becomes a time-consuming process to find a good font path to use on your designs and projects. Google Fonts Pathfinder is solving this problem by suggesting different fonts pair randomly. Bionic Reading Converter. You can convert your text into Bionic reading mode to read them faster than before. It's so simple. Write your text here and convert. Hello everybody, my name is Masood and this video is about Useful Front-End Tools Part 3. Section 2. Section 2 is image tools like Image Crapper for cropping images in any size and portion. Image Filter. Image filter for applying different filters on images, for example like this, grayscale. Image Resizer for resizing images in different formats such as JPG, PNG, SVG, GIF. Image Average Color Finder for finding average color in an image by interpolating all colors in image by using 3 different algorithms. Image Color Extractor for extracting all colors in image. It gives detailed information about all these colors as a color palette. Image Color Picker for picking any color from an image. SVG Blob Generator for generating SVG blobs for using in designs as a background or anything you wish. SVG Pattern Generator for generating SVG background patterns and exporting it as SVG code, SVG file or PNG file. Photo Censor for censor photos and hide faces in a photo by pixelate or blur the selected region or putting a black stripe in the desired area. SVG to PNG for converting SVG images to PNG format. Image to Base64 Converter for converting images to base64 strings. Base64 is one of the most popular formats for storing any type of data as a string, such as images, videos, or even text. Section 3. Section 3 is CSS tools. First one is CSS Clip Path Generator. It's a tool for generating CSS clip paths for masking your images. Clip path is a CSS property for restricting the boundaries of an image by predefined rules. It gives you flexibility to obtain image masks just by using CSS. CSS Loader Generator. There are hundreds of CSS loaders from various categories such as spinners, progress loaders, dot, bar, shape, and many more. All of them are customizable and no JavaScript is needed for making them work. You can customize it as you wish. Then get the code. CSS Background Pattern Generator. This tool is great for making cool background patterns with just CSS. Adding patterns like this can really jazz up your website's design and make it more interesting. CSS Cubic Bezier Generator. Working with cubic Bezier curves in CSS can be a little tough, but with this tool you can easily construct one by using 4 coordinates and animation duration. It's my favorite tool and I use it a lot. CSS Glassmorphism Generator. This tool generates a CSS frosted glass effect by using backdrop filter and blur properties of CSS. You can use this tool to create your own custom CSS glass effects. It's my favorite tool again and I like it so much. CSS Text Glitch Effect Generator. It's a tool for generating pure CSS text glitch effect. As you know, glitched text is a great way to add some visual interest to your website. If you are working on a creative project or working as a creative front-end developer, these types of CSS effects are handy and easy to implement to make your project stand out. As there is no need to use any JavaScript code or library, it takes only a few minutes to implement it on your own project. CSS Gradient Generator. As you may know, CSS Gradient is a commonly used background type that contains 2 or more colors with a color distribution that changes gradually. It's so simple now to create your own CSS gradients with this amazing tool. CSS Triangle Generator. There is no simple and direct method for creating triangles in CSS. Therefore, it's a little tricky and complicated, and using this online CSS Triangle Generator is a good practice for saving time. CSS Box Shadow Generator. There are different parameters that you must set in the CSS Box Shadow property. With this tool, you can easily generate CSS box shadows in any color and size. The live preview feature makes it easy for you to know whether the box shadow looks good or not. CSS Border Radius Generator. Most developers don't know CSS border radius may take arguments up to 8, 2 for each corner, and each one determines slope of each axis of the corner. By setting all these 8 parameters, you can use CSS border radius property in a more professional way to mask colors, images, and HTML elements. Section 4. This section is about coding tools. First one is Code to Image Converter. It's a tool for generating code images and work as a code screenshot generator. In daily life of a software developer or engineer, it's very common to share his or her code snippet online with his colleagues, friends, or even followers on social media like Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and so on. It doesn't matter if you are a front-end, back-end, or mobile developer, or even a full-stack developer. You can use this tool to generate code images and share your knowledge with the community. URL Slug Generator. URL Slug Generator is a tool for generating URL slugs from blog titles, article titles, product names, etc. For slugified text or strings, you can use this tool. Slugs are part of URLs and their main function is to provide a unique address under a given domain, subdomain, or subdirectory. Slugs are not only important for addressing web pages, but they are also used in search engine optimization to improve the search engine ranking. React Native Shadow Generator. When you work with React on web development, it's relatively easy to implement shadow with CSS by using backshadow property. But it's a little more complicated on React Native since there are platform-specific shadow styles and it is hard to obtain results that look exactly the same on both platforms. Utilizing React Native Backshadow Generator can be an effective approach for ensuring consistent appearance of backshadow across both iOS and Android platforms. Base64 Encoder and Decoder. It's a tool for encoding string to base64 or decoding base64 to string. Base64 is a binary to text encoding scheme. You can store data as a string with base64. It's very popular in developer community since you can store data of an image as a string with base64. Base64 is also popular since it includes very common 64 characters which are supported almost anywhere. HTML Encoder and Decoder. It's a tool for encoding and decoding HTML entities. If you want to store or use HTML entities and don't want to get in trouble in any way, you should encode them. In HTML encode, unprintable ASCII characters are converted into character codes. URL Encoder and Decoder. URL Encoder and Decoder is a tool for URL encoding and decoding. When you want to escape certain reserved character in URLs with escape sequences with 1, 2 or 3 character lengths, you should encode them. With this tool, you'll find that task to be a piece of cake. HTML Minifier. With this tool, you can minify and compress your HTML code. Size of HTML file plays an important role on the time needed to load a web page. You can improve performance of a website by minifying your HTML code. Most UI frameworks which use bundlers like Webpack or Rollup has automatic HTML minification process. But if you made a landing page or a small personal site with minimum setup, you may need to minify your code manually to improve your site performance by compressing HTML code. It's a time-consuming process to do it manually, so it's better to use online HTML minifier like this. It will work as a HTML compressor and boost your site performance. CSS Minifier. When you minify your CSS, the size will be decreased, and it has a positive impact on web page load time and performance. By reducing CSS file size, you can improve user experience by reducing first meaningful paint time. If you make a small web page without any bundler, you must handle it on your own and you need a CSS Minifier. This tool will work as a CSS compressor and perform this operation automatically for you. JavaScript Minifier. JavaScript Minifier is a tool for minifying and compressing JavaScript code. If you have a tiny project which you don't need any module bundlers and you need to minify your JS code by yourself, online JavaScript Minifier will help you. When you compress JavaScript code by minifying them, your file size will be decreased remarkably and it affects positively your web page loading time and UX. HTML Formatter. When you deal with HTML code, sometimes it may be somehow unformatted and it can be problematic to read it. HTML Formatter is a tool for formatting HTML code with HTML beautifier to increase readability. CSS Formatter. For increasing readability of CSS code, you can use this tool as a CSS beautifier. It has minimal configuration where you only set the indent size. JavaScript Formatter. For increasing your productivity and providing easy code management, this tool will help you as a JavaScript beautifier to arrange your code lines with a standardization. It is similar to HTML and CSS formatters but designed for JavaScript. These 6 tools are for encoding and decoding. You can use them to encode or decode your strings based on written algorithms. JWT Encoder and Decoder. JWT Encoder and Decoder is a tool for encoding and decoding JSON Web Token. JSON Web Token is a standard for transferring JSON data securely by signing it with a key. You can use this tool as an online JWT debugger. So you can sign a JWT with a signing key or private key, verify a JWT with a signing key or public key, or just decode a JWT without verifying the signature. As you see, there are 9 algorithms available. You can encode, decode, or debug a JWT by using this tool. JSON Tree Viewer. It's a tool for converting raw JSON data into JSON tree view. If you have a raw object or array data which you want to explore in JSON tree view, this tool will be the best fit for you. You can collapse or expand each branch as well as add, edit, or delete with inline editing tool. Section 5. Section 5 is about color tools. First one is HEX to RGBA Converter for converting HEX color code to RGBA format. The second one is RGBA to HEX Converter. RGBA and HEX are the most common color code formats and we use them a lot. And sometimes we have to convert them to each other. Color Shades Generator. It's a tool for generating a color palette from shades of a color. You can set the step size and step count for your needs easily. If you are working on a user interface, design, or coding a website, it's better to use shades of a color instead of using random colors to provide a more holistic view for users. If you define this color as a parameters in your theme and use them on your project, it will provide consistency between your pages. Otherwise, it will become hard to control your color palette. Color Mixer. Color Mixer is a tool for blending 2 colors and find the interpolated colors just between these 2. You can either enter a HEX color or an RGB color with opacity as input, and the tool calculates the mixed color by making an interpolation. It finds the color just between these 2 colors by blending these HTML colors. Section 6. Section 6 is about social media tools, and as you see, 8 tools are here. Like Instagram filters or applying Instagram filters on images. All filters are set for achieving the same effect that Instagram gives on photos with its filters on the mobile app. If you don't want to use the mobile app of Instagram and need an online web tool which mimics Instagram filters on your web browser, you can use this cool tool. Next one is Instagram Post Generator for generating Instagram posts for having fun with people. You can set everything as you wish and finally download it as an image. It's awesome. There are some other useful tools like Instagram Photo Downloader, Video Generator, Tweet to Image Converter, YouTube Thumbnail Grabber, Vimeo Thumbnail Grabber, and Open Graph Meta Generator. But it is not over yet. We have another section, Section 7, which includes miscellaneous tools like Strong Random Password Generator, List Randomizer, QR Code Generator, and finally Barcode Generator. This website is a super useful website that brings all online tools together. Enjoy it forever. For more great tools and websites, hit the like button and subscribe my channel. As always, Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.